everyone, it's Miss Stone Home, and today I'm going to be making a recipe. It's going to be my dad's beef stew soup. I probably haven't had this soup in over probably 17 or 18 years, so we're going to try and recreate it. So far I've been lucky with all of his other recipes. In this pot, I have some olive oil, and I am trimming up some meat. I just grabbed a big package at the grocery store, so it's almost like 3.5 pounds. So I'm going to try and trim some of the fat off of it, and I might not use it all, but I might. I do like to make big pots of soup because it's great for leftovers and dinner and lunch, especially because it's cold outside. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. Still working on browning these pieces in here, and I do think that I'm just going to freeze this, so probably using about half of a pound of meat. I think that that will be plenty for the pot, and then I can get 2 soups out of 1 package of meat. I drained the juices off a little bit, and we're steaming up. So the meat's starting to get brown, so I'm going to add some beef broth. We've got 32 ounces right there. That's about 4 cups. I will be adding more water, maybe some more beef stock. And I'm going to put it on about medium heat. Okay, and then I am going to put some diced onion. We're going to stick pearl onions in it too, but I'm just going to add this so they kind of like melt into the soup, and then the pearl onions will be like a chunkier bite of the vegetable. So that was just 1 small onion diced up. So when I helped my dad make the soup, I think that I had the carrot duty. So I've got 3 big carrots. I might put more in. I always like to put a ton of vegetables in to make more soup. So I just got that first one done. I did peel them, but my dad would actually stack up some of the peels and chop them up real fine and put them in. I think he said that it thickened it or something like that. So since I'm making it just like his, I am going to add some of those peels in. I did wash the carrots before I peeled them though. I got all the carrots in, and now I'm going to do some celery. This was about 2 ribs. I'm probably going to do 1 more. And I turned the soup up because it's taken a while to heat up. So it's more on like medium high. So I need some more liquid in there, so I am putting another thing of stock in. So what my dad would do with the carrot peelings is we would stack them up like this and just cut them little like that, just a little pile. just what we did, and then just add it into the soup. So I'm going to start to add some seasoning to this, and my dad used to use this container. It was like a cylinder container, cardboard with a plastic top, and it was called Soup Starter. So it came with a lot of dehydrated vegetables in it, and then it had like probably all the dried spices and herbs. So he wouldn't put the vegetables, the dried vegetables in, he'd put fresh, and then he would use this as like the seasoning. So I went online to see if they still had Soup Starter or Stew Starter, and they didn't. But a lot of people commented that this Wyler's Mrs. Grass was the company that kind of took it over, or what it changed into. And they also said it was by Heinz. So I found this on Amazon. It does have this line through the UPC code, but it's not expired. It expires in 2018. And it was pretty expensive. Like I want to say $9 or so. But I don't think I could find it anywhere in the store, and I'm just trying to recreate those flavors. So when I opened this up, it does not have big dried vegetables in it. Like he would pull out carrots that were sliced like that, and potatoes that were sliced. So they usually were on top. It was very easy to pull those out and just put the herbs in. These are kind of smaller and all mixed in, so I actually think I'm going to add the whole thing because it seems like there's very little vegetables and it won't really change the consistency or texture of the soup. So directions say whisk together with 6 cups of water and the stew mix. I'm just going to put it into the pot and I'll just stir it around in there. So there's going to be peas in this beef stew, but my dad did not like peas, so he definitely wouldn't have had those in there. And we're going to add some pearl onions, some potatoes, and then some Jerusalem artichokes. So I actually got some over the summer and grew them. We harvested them specifically for this beef stew. A Jerusalem artichoke looks like a potato once it's cut up. Tastes very similar, but different. So sometimes when you're eating, it was a little hard to tell which you were eating, the potato or the Jerusalem artichoke, but they do have really nice flavor, and I wanted to put them in there. So this hasn't even come up to a simmer yet, so while I'm waiting, I'm going to peel and dice the potatoes. I've got 4 small ones, and then I'm going to do the Jerusalem artichokes, so I'll probably do like 3 or 4 of them, and that'll be a good amount, couple cups worth of the root vegetables. So these are the Jerusalem artichokes, and you can see here I started to peel one just with a vegetable peeler. It's not too difficult, even though it's kind of nubby. And I'm going to cut those up like the potatoes as well, like just little bite-sized dice. I'm going to do more than this, but I'm just showing you what they look like. So I actually have this up on a high boil because I really like to make my soup fast and really cook those vegetables. But I am going to add 2 cups of water. I tasted it and it's just a little salty, but it's nice. It was like kind of thickening up nicely. So I think as we add the starchy potatoes and cook it more, it'll reduce a little bit and bring back that thickness. But obviously I reduced the temperature, so now we got to bring it back up again. So the boil just came back, so I'm going to do my potatoes now. Potatoes usually take about 12 minutes or so, and I feel like that would be enough time for the celery and the carrots to get soft like I like them. I'll do the pearl onions a little bit later, and the Jerusalem artichokes just a little bit later too. My Jerusalem artichokes, we actually harvested them a while ago, so they're a little on the soft side. They're not as firm as the potatoes, so I don't think that they'll need as long. I just threw in some bay leaves, so as I'm cooking this, it's like coming to me what I should add. So I'm also going to do some garlic, probably about 2 cloves. So I just put the pearl onions in. I got these at, oh gosh, well they have them at Trader Joe's and regular grocery store. Some don't though. I did about half of the bag because I like them. So I just added the garlic right there. So I just did a little bit of black pepper, and now I've got some Worcestershire sauce. I'm just going to do a couple shakes of that. So a couple more herbs. I'm going to do a little bit of thyme, like a pinch of it. I think that thyme is like a strong flavor, so just about that much. I've got some parsley, because my dad would always add extra herbs. And then a little bit of oregano as well. And I tasted it, and it is very close to his soup. So I think now I'm going to add the Jerusalem artichokes. I am going to cut up a little bit more. And then that should be it. I don't know if it's going to need to be thinned a little bit with a little bit of water or something. And he never put tomatoes or like tomato juice in it. It's just a beef stew. Okay. All right, so I'm going to add about a 1/4 cup of water. Maybe half a cup, just to thin it down a little bit, because as it boils, it reduces and gets a little bit thicker. And I taste tested it, and I think I did it. This tastes as close as I think I'm going to get, like 99%, like my dad's old beef stew. And I think the difference is probably not having that original soup starter. They probably changed something a little bit over time. But I'm so excited because it's been a really long time since I've had this. So hope you try it and enjoy. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.